Welcome to SS2 Agricultural Science, Term 3, Week 5. Poultry farming, the rearing of domestic birds for meat and eggs, is one of the fastest growing and most commercially important livestock enterprises in Nigeria. By the end of this lesson, you will distinguish between broiler and layer production systems, describe housing, feeding, and health management for poultry, explain egg and broiler processing, state common poultry diseases and their control, and apply this knowledge to WAEC examination questions. Let us begin. Major types of poultry: chickens, or most important, turkeys, ducks, geese, guinea fowl, quails, ostriches. Chicken production types: broilers, meat production, fast-growing breeds specifically selected for rapid weight gain and good feed conversion. Standard commercial broilers reach 2 to 2.5 kilograms body weight in 6 weeks. Major broiler breeds/strains: Aba Acres, Ross 308, Cobb 500, all hybrid strains from major international breeding companies. Characteristics: fast growth, high feed conversion efficiency, FCE, approximately 1.8 to 2.0 kilograms feed per kg body weight gain, high breast muscle development, consumers prefer breast meat, high susceptibility to disease, traded health, robustness for growth. Market weight in Nigeria: 1.5 to 2.5 kilograms live weight, market age: 6 to 8 weeks. Layers, egg production breeds selected for high egg production and good feed conversion to eggs. Standard commercial layers: 280 to 320 eggs per bird per year, approximately 1 egg/day for over 9 months. Major layer breeds/strains: ISA Brown, Lomond Brown, Shiva Brown, brown egg layers, most common in Nigeria, Highline W36, white eggs. Characteristics: small body size, to reduce feed cost, high egg production for 14 to 18 months, eggs collected daily, production drops after 18 to 20 months, birds are culled and replaced. Dual-purpose breeds: some traditional or improved breeds can produce moderate eggs and meat, examples: Rhode Island Red, Plymouth Rock, used by small-scale farmers, not as efficient as commercial broilers or layers. Housing systems for poultry: deep litter system, birds kept on a floor covered with litter material, sawdust, wood shavings, rice husks, litter absorbed droppings, must be kept dry to prevent coccidiosis and food problems. Capacity: 8 to 10 birds per square meter, most common for broilers in Nigeria. Battery cage system, layers kept in wire cages arranged in rows and tiers, each cage, 1 to 2 birds, wire floor or droppings fall through. Advantages: easy egg collection, prevents egg eating, reduces disease, no litter contact with droppings. Disadvantages: capital intensive, bird welfare concerns, limited movement. Free-range system, birds allowed to roam outdoors, traditional village system. Advantages: natural foraging, lower feed cost. Disadvantages: exposure to predators, wild birds, disease, hard to control. Environmental control: broilers are very sensitive to temperature and ventilation. Day-old chicks need brooding temperature, 35 degrees Celsius, in brooder or under infrared lamp, temperature reduced by 3 degrees Celsius per week until 21 degrees Celsius, ambient, poor ventilation, accumulation of ammonia from droppings, respiratory disease, poor growth, adequate light, 23 hours light/1 hour dark for broilers, stimulates eating and growth. Layers, 16 hours light, natural plus artificial, to maintain egg production, light stimulates. Reproductive hormones. Day-old chick management, sourced from registered hatcheries, vaccinated at hatchery, Morex disease vaccine, should arrive healthy with bright eyes, good posture, free of deformities, provide heat, water, feed on arrival. First water may contain glucose or electrolytes to reduce transport stress. Broiler feeding program: starter feed, 0 to 4 weeks, high protein, 22 to 24%, high energy, small combo form, supports rapid early growth. Finisher feed, 4 to 6 weeks, slightly lower protein, 18 to 20%, higher energy, fat, larger pellet/crumble, improves FC and breast development. Ad libitum feeding, unlimited access, is standard for broilers, maximum growth rate. Layer feeding program, chick mash, 0 to 6 weeks high protein for growth. Grower mash, 6 to 18 weeks moderate protein, lower energy, prevent excess fat before laying. Layer mash, 18 weeks plus lower protein, 16 to 17%, but high calcium, 3.5 to 4%, calcium is needed for eggshell formation. Layer hens, 110 to 120 g feed per day, precisely formulated. Overfeeding causes fat deposition which reduces egg production. Important nutrients, energy, maize, corn, provides most of the energy in Nigerian poultry diets, protein, soybean meal, most important protein source, groundnut cake, cotton seed cake, fish meal, lysine-rich, lysine and methionine, essential amino acids often limiting in cereal-based diets, must be supplemented, calcium and phosphorus, critical for bones and eggshells, vitamins, vitamin D3, for Ca absorption, A, E, K, B complex, minerals, sodium, salt, potassium, manganese, zinc. Poultry vaccination schedule, Nigeria Day 1, Hatchery-Morex disease, herpes virus vaccine, prevents tumor development, given subcutaneously at hatchery. Day 7 to 10, Newcastle disease, AND, given as eye drop or drinking water, Losota strain. Day 14, infectious bursar disease, IBD, Gumboro, viral, destroys immune system, given in drinking water. Day 21, Newcastle disease booster. Day 28, IBD booster, for high challenge areas. Day 35, Newcastle disease, inactivated oil emulsion injection for long-term protection. Major poultry diseases, Newcastle disease, AND most feared disease in Nigerian poultry, caused by paramyxovirus. Symptoms, respiratory, gasping, nasal discharge, nervous signs, twisted necks, paralysis, greenish diarrhea, high mortality, up to 100% in unvaccinated flocks, spread by contact, contaminated equipment, wild birds, humans on clothing, no treatment, prevention by vaccination. Gumboro disease, IBD highly contagious viral disease, destroys the bursa of Fabricius, immune organ, causes secondary immunosuppression, other diseases become more severe, watery white diarrhea, affects 3 to 8 week old chicks primarily. Coccidiosis, protozoa disease, Eimeria species, spreads through droppings in litter, bloody diarrhea, high mortality in young birds, prevention, anticoccidials in feed, Ramprolium, diclasural, good litter management, keep dry. Salmonellosis, bacterial, polorum disease, Salmonella polorum, in chicks, white diarrhea, typhoid in adults, zoonotic concern, affects humans through eggs, Salmonella enteritidis. Avian influenza, bird flu H5N1 highly pathogenic strain kills birds rapidly, spread by wild birds and contaminated equipment, outbreak in Nigeria caused major losses, strict biosecurity, farm isolation, traffic control, rodent control, is critical, reportable disease. Key points, broilers, Aba acres, Ross 308, Cob 500, 6 to 8 weeks to market, FCE 2:1. Layers, ISA Brown, Lomond Brown, 280 to 320 eggs/year, lay for 14 to 18 months. Housing, deep litter, broilers, battery cage, layers, free range, traditional. Temperature, brooding starts at 35 degrees Celsius, reduce 3 degrees Celsius per week to 21 degrees Celsius. Lighting, broilers 23 hours, layers 16 hours, maintains laying. Broiler feed, 24% protein starter 18 to 20% finisher. Layer feed, 16 to 17% protein, 3.5 to 4% calcium, eggshell. Key diseases, Newcastle disease, vaccination, high mortality, Gumboro, IBD, immune suppressor, coccidiosis, protozoa, bloody diarrhea, anticoccidials, Salmonella, zoonosis, white diarrhea in chicks, avian influenza, H5N1, biosecurity critical. Biosecurity, isolation, disinfection, all-in all-out production, controlled visitor access, rodent/wild bird control. Economic importance: Nigeria's poultry sector is one of the largest in sub-Saharan Africa, major source of protein and employment.